Hello. It's been a bit. I want to apologize up front. I am having like a severe like pollen allergy attack essentially because my area is just it's super warm, super dry, um, and windy, which means pollen is. I'm gonna move this slightly so it's maybe facing me more. So pollen is super like everywhere right now, and I am taking like double, sometimes triple the dosage I should be for my allergy stuff right now, and it's not cutting it. Um, Unfortunately for me, when I say I'm allergic to pollen, I'm not like deathly like, oh my god, if I get pollen on me or on my nose, like I'm gonna have like a, like I'm gonna go into shock or something here. But it hits me hard that like I'll have the itchy throat, itchy watery eyes, itchy nose, runny nose, stuffy nose, everything all at once, and it's so painful. Like I can go blow my nose and nothing will come out. I'll walk like 2 feet away and then snot will just be dripping down my face. It makes no goddamn sense. I have been like this since I was like 15, and now I'm going on 33. So for like 18 years, I have been like this every summer for 18 years. Some summers are better than others. If it's like a low pollen count, I'm fine. But it's hard. So I figured I'd come in my car to do this because at least I have a bunch of cabin filters and stuff. Ugh. So, but yeah, I figured I should do some catch up because it's been a bit. It's been like a month and a half, I think, or maybe around a month, something like that. Whenever the time I post, it's gonna be like over a month since I posted a vlog, and a lot's happened besides just my pollen allergy flaring up. My last video was let me unbox my new iPad. I've been enjoying that. I did do some mediocre emotes for my Twitch channel, so that's nice to have some actual emotes. And I'm getting better. Like I'm practicing. I need to learn like shading and stuff because I'm not an artiste in that particular sense, so I don't know what I'm doing. But we're trying things. I also bought an exercise bike. It's a Yeesole exercise bike. It's supposed to be like a Peloton dupe type of situation, and it works pretty well. The seat's like super uncomfortable though. Although about like a $20 seat cover pad to put over it, and now it's fine. um, so like let's talk about that. I wasn't gonna buy an exercise bike, but it's like I need cardio really, really badly in my everyday life right now. And I don't want to go bike outside. One, because pollen is destroying me. But two, I just genuinely don't want to bike in my particular area. It's like it is biker friendly, but it's just it's not an area that I would want to bike in. And then also the fact that like I live in a place that gets winter, like actual snow and ice, and it's like can't really bike in that safely. So having a stationary exercise bike where I can use it whenever I want, whatever time of the day, I don't know about cars or people, I just can watch TV and ride my bike. And it's been wonderful. Right now I'm working on building up endurance to go for actual bike rides. Like I can do 30 minutes with increasing resistance, and then usually my last like 2 or 3 minutes I'll lower the resistance to almost nothing just so I can do like a cool down so my legs can kind of relax a little, so that way I don't get off the bike and I'm like, oh, I can't walk. In terms of shipping and stuff, it wasn't too bad. I got here pretty quickly. It was relatively easy to put together. Would I recommend it to anyone? Honestly, no. Just because it's like it's decent, but I feel like it could be so much better for how much money I spent. I spent $250, but I believe without the discount, like $275 or $299 or something. It's around $300 without a discount. But I found some like YouTube discount and it took off like a bunch of money. So, that was nice. So, I've been using that, getting used to it. I'm trying to build up enough endurance so I can get to maybe like 45 minutes to an hour of biking, opposed to getting to like 25 minutes and like, okay, I gotta start like toning down the resistance a little bit because my legs are turning into jello, which is great because my legs feel amazing and I feel good after the workout. Because like I hate cardio, so this is like my easy way to cardio. So yeah, I bought that. My roommate also was shook if that I did it because she's like, my sister literally has a bike she's trying to get rid of, and we could have just taken hers. And well, oops. But hey, I mean, it was only $250, so I'm fine with it. The only downside is if you have to return it, you have to pay return shipping, and it's like super expensive. So I was kind of fucked. So even if I didn't like it, I had to like it. Well, the next thing I bought, well, technically didn't really buy, technically leasing, is I have a new vehicle. I'm sure anyone who has seen me vlog in my car the very few times I've done it, this is not my Bronco Sport, especially when you have like this little window back there that totally wasn't there before. So I traded in my Ford Bronco Sport. One, because it was making a noise and I didn't want to deal with that noise anymore, so you know, good times there. And two, I felt like I was just coming into so many close calls, people almost hitting me, and then of course when I did finally get hit, and it's just like, I don't know, I felt like that Bronco was just attracting things to it, and I didn't like that. So I traded it in for a Hyundai Santa Cruz Limited, and I've been loving it. Obviously the in-city is terrible. It's a 19 versus like 24, I think, for the Bronco. So a 6-mile difference per gallon does add up pretty quickly. I will say filling my tank has been that much more money because this actually holds a bit more gas. Not much more, but a little bit more. So like, I'm not losing as much on a full tank as the Bronco in terms of like, you know, 0 to or full to empty. But obviously my wallet sees that difference. Where like maybe I could put a half tank in and be spending like, I don't know, maybe like $25. I'm spending like $30. So not world ending. The highway is pretty much the same. The Bronco was 28, this is 27, so it's like whatever. Although my Bronco, when I was doing mostly highway, was averaging more like 33 to 34 because it was a 3-cylinder that, you know, compared to this, which is a regular 4-cylinder, but obviously this has, you know, that truckness to it because it's a compact truck. So it still doesn't do great. Even just full highway, I was getting exactly 27. So like, ugh, that stinks. But I also haven't driven this a lot yet. I haven't even put 800 miles on here yet. So I think as it gets opened up and used a bit more, it might get a little bit better. Because it also sat for a while on the car lot, apparently. So, because it's an expensive vehicle. This is $43,000. I have the limited trim. I have almost all the options. So like it's out for a bit because it's really expensive for what it is. But I've been loving it. I have the cameras, which is what I wanted this vehicle for. The Bronco just lacked a lot of safety features that I wanted, specifically like the lane cameras and a more controlled sensors. Like when I'm backing up, the Bronco would go wild over a rock. That wasn't gonna hit the Bronco, but it would go wild over it. And this one, like I can back up and it won't start going wild until I'm actually close to the rock. And it's been so nice not to have a car screaming at me because it thinks I'm gonna hit this rock that I'm not going to hit. I think part of it is that the camera for the Hyundai is a little higher up, so it has like a better view of the ground, and the Bronco was lower, so I think it was one of those like things where like the objects in the mirror may not look the same distance, and it's like, so I think it was thinking things were closer than they were compared to the Hyundai where it's a little higher up. It sees more surroundings in a sense, more top down. But yeah, so that's been nice to have the lane change cameras. Like I blinker on, it turns the camera on from so I can see to that side. I have front camera to help with parking. I get that like that 360 generated view, which I mean a lot of cars are doing that now, but it's so nice so I can kind of see like, am I in a parked spot very well? Am I crooked? It's been a lifesaver, honestly. I did lease again just because I'm not sure if I'm gonna stick with this. I thought I was gonna stay with the Bronco, and then here we are. I will make a video on this, but for now it's great. I love it. Like I said, I have the top trim, so I got the nice leather seats. They're both heated and ventilated, heated steering wheel, the full access to the Blue Link app, so I can remote start in warm, remote start in cold, like warm temp inside, or I can make it cold inside. I have a lovely moonroof, which funny enough is not affecting my white balance. We love that, but I have a moonroof. It's not huge, but I do love it. It is nice. It's the manual shade, which is like fine. I mean, most cars are pretty manual shade with that. But then I can, of course, like open it, which, well, actually, I bet if I open it, like open it, it'll affect the white balance, not the white balance, the lighting, because it's like, it is tinted, which is nice. So if I open it, like actual light will be coming through. But yeah, so I do have, actually, I'll just leave it open, a little extra light. So I do have that now, and I love it. What else has happened? Oh, I bought a shelving unit for the kitchen. So I had this dinky little Amazon cart, which did very well for a couple of years, that my microwave sat on, and then the shelves were just like random things. So I got rid of, well, I didn't get rid of it. I'm still using that. I just put it somewhere else in my apartment. But I bought another utility shelf, but I got one that had MDF shelves. And while MDF is not the greatest thing to use, if you don't overload it, it doesn't, you know, warp or anything. So now I have a giant 4-shelf thing where I can put my microwave on it, my toaster oven, my KitchenAid. I have like my induction burner that I don't ever use sitting on there. Toaster's on there. I have all my small appliances like my electric kettle, my what else is on there? What else is on there? Oh, my food processor that I got from work that I have never used. It's just nice to have solid shelves that I can fit a lot of things on. And footprint wise, it's not taking up that much more overall space. So it fits perfectly in my kitchen, and I love that. I did actually reorganize my kitchen after getting it, which will be in the next vlog. But I did reorganize my entire kitchen. And I don't mean reorganize as in like, oh, I just put things in a different place. Like, I full on moved furniture around. Like, it's a updated layout, and it works so much better. So I'll be excited to show that in the next vlog. I just needed to get some talking head for vlog 3 because like I've refilmed that 3 or 4 times, and it's just, I'm at this point where no matter what I film, I'm never happy with it, and I feel like I'm never gonna make good content. Like, I've been on YouTube for 9.5 years. I've never been consistent, which is my biggest problem. And by not being consistent, I'm not giving myself a chance to learn and grow. And that's kind of been the problem. So to sit here and keep redoing things, or maybe just throwing out content that I don't feel like is entertaining, I'm not making video, and if I'm not making video, I'm not posting video. If I'm not posting video, no one's gonna get, it's not gonna get pushed out anyone to view. If I'm not getting views, I'm not gonna get an audience. And it's like, I am mostly doing this so I can document my life in some aspect. But then now we're in 2024, 9 years later, and it's just like, I hate everything I produce, which, I mean, a lot of people may eventually start hating the things they make, and then that's when burnout happens and whatnot. It's like, it's hard to continue to make content when no one's really viewing it. And I think me just feeling so icky the last, like, I'm gonna say like month and a half, 2 months, is partly why I also got a new car, because it's like that momentary serotonin just dumping into your body, like, hell yeah. But I will say, I've going on so many test drives of this thing. I love it so much. It's more comfortable. The seats feel better. The headrests are not stiff. Like, there's actual like padding. Like, the Bronco had decent headrests, but they were very stiff, and the seats were kind of stiff. So it's just been nice to not have any back problems. My back didn't hurt much with the Bronco, but I feel like I've had zero back problems with the Hyundai. So we'll make a separate video on that. I've also tried filming for this and it just didn't work out. Probably because my ND filter just isn't strong enough, I think, to get outside view, especially when I want to shoot in logs. I might have to shoot that video in like a standard profile and just do my best to kind of edit the colors and stuff, or shoot the log part like in the car like I am now, and then do the exterior shots in standard. Like or just do all the product shots in standard. That way, you know, clips that go together look the same in terms of coloring, but yeah, that's kind of where we are. Oh, you know what? I just realized. I forgot. I also got a new camera lens. I got the new Sony 24-50G. That's what I'm filming on right now. I've been loving this lens. I've been using it for streaming mostly because I haven't been posting video, but I love it so much better than my Sigma. My Sigma was great. Don't get me wrong. The Sigma 24 and 35 f2s were great. I loved using them for photography and video, but it's nice to have a lens that covers my majority usage. So this is 24-50. When I'm using the camera, at least for video, I'm usually at 24 or 35. And then if I'm shooting photo, usually I'm like 35-50. So it covers my main uses, which I love. Oh, my car has an auto shutdown and it's just letting me know it's like 30 minutes out from that, and it scared the hell out of me. All right, I'm gonna leave it here for real. I got half an hour of footage to cut down to maybe, or try to get it down to like maybe 15 minutes. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.